Here we go. Good morning, good rising, good evening, good afternoon, good everyone, everywhere, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Brendan, and you're welcome back to another exciting, inspirational, educational, and embodying episode of Waking Up with Wolf. Let me just check. I just want to make sure the screen here is. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Is the light good enough on YouTube, on Instagram? I had to take care of a couple things first to make sure that it was going to be working properly. So you guys let me know if you guys are tuned in on Instagram that you guys can hear me okay. And YouTube, we got the broadcast coming to you, and Facebook, we got it coming to you as well. And hopefully it works. There were some technical issues, but again, I just want to be able to make sure that we got that sorted out. So aloha to everyone joining into this. We got the sound working across all networks. It's a Thursday. It's your day. Make it the best day. So awesome. Let's start moving our body. And I do want to be able to, again, just kind of like get into the routine of moving our body. I actually want to be able to like stand up in a second to be able to just like kind of like practice moving in that way. But we'll do that. We'll do that in a second. Let's just kind of allow ourselves to get situated. Again, there's going to be people who are joining on the spot. We don't want them to like miss out on the dance party or anything like that. So again, thank you so much everyone for being here. Let's just create the context first and foremost. And as I'm doing this, just gently begin massaging your face, massaging yourself in any way that your body wants it to be massaged. So just kind of listen to yourself, you know, like where do you want to be massaged? Where are those parts of your body that need to be woken up a little bit? So again, you know, the context of why we're doing this is really, really, really important. It's the importance of ritual. It's the importance of routine. And there's something that I want to be able to share with you that's like a huge life hack. And it's really just being able to understand the idea that throughout your day, you have a limited amount of willpower and a limited amount of decision-making process. And so what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to help optimize this decision-making process by, there's a couple ways to do it. One of the ways, and again, just keep massaging your body, listen to your body, just start wiggling, wagging your tail. One of the ways to be able to optimize the decision-making process is by being able to create your routines, by being able to create your rituals, by being able to create your schedule. So if you're looking to be able to like make the most of your day, I highly recommend that you take some time to be able to create like a checklist and a routine and a schedule for yourself on an average daily day that you're going to be able to fulfill. So something as simple as, okay, you like wake up, tune into Brendan's broadcast, do exercise, do meditation. After that, maybe go take a cold shower. After that, you know, like get some smoothie, prep some food for the rest of the day, you know, take care of some major tasks, go out, do what you gotta do, come back home, you know, just like spend maybe like a little bit of time like reading, spend some time like watching a show if you want to decompress after that, spend some time like walking out in nature, socialize. Any of these things. But the whole idea behind this is that when you create like this process where you don't have to spend your time trying to figure out, oh, like, what am I doing next? Like, what's the next thing that I'm supposed to do? That actually takes willpower. That actually takes energy. So the more that you can optimize the ability to just be able to know what you're doing next without having to think about what you're doing next, it allows you to be able to put that energy more effectively towards other parts of your day. And that's where, again, you know, like part of this mindset, part of this is like, you know, huge shout out to my friend Nathaniel Solis. I'm going to be getting you guys more connected with him in the future, but this is something that, you know, he passed on to me, so I just want to be able to pass it on to you as well, and make sure you're following him on Instagram, Nathaniel Solis. And, you know, again, you know, you look at people like Steve Jobs, you look at people like Bill Gates, people like Mark Zuckerberg. You know, Mark Zuckerberg, he wears like the same thing every day and stuff like that. So basically, like, in the process of not having to think about, oh, like, what am I going to wear today? It gives him one less thing to spend time thinking about, which means he gets right into the habit of thinking about something else. And even for food, if you can prepare your food ahead of time, or if you can, like, you know, get some really healthy food from a local store that's already pre-made, then you don't have to spend like an extra like 30 minutes just making food. Like, how great would it be if you're just like, okay, like food, click, boom, it's there, right? Instead of being like, oh, okay, have to spend another like X number of minutes being able to just be able to figure it out. So again, as we move into this, and we're going to stand up and we're going to start dancing in the next little bit, I want to be able to help you realize that you have limited amount of willpower throughout each day. And every single decision-making process you make is using up this willpower. So try to schedule routines and habits that allow you to move through your day with more optimization so that you're not spending as much willpower and energy thinking about kind of trivial things, and not trivial to say that they're less important, but allows you to focus more on your project, allows you to focus more on your major tasks. And that's where you also want to be able to just like get your major things done first thing in the morning, you know, because you may find that later in the day, you just like the willpower just won't be there. So if you're just like, okay, what are my 3 big tasks for today? Let's do those first thing in the morning while I've woken up. And that's what we're doing here. We're waking up. And then from here, it's just like, okay, let's do that. Let's like focus on those major things. And then, you know, we'll continue to accomplish as much as we can throughout the day. But just be aware of that, because you'll notice this. You'll notice that like later in the day, your willpower will decrease. And that's where we can usually get into this mindset of just being like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, like I'll just do that thing that I'm not supposed to do. I'll just like, you know, eat that like, you know, bag of chips that I'm not supposed to eat. And if it was first thing in the morning, it would just be like, no, like I'm not going to eat that because that's not who I am. But later in the day, it's just kind of like that willpower just kind of gets, the reserve gets depleted. So it's just kind of like, oh, okay, it's easy for us to just kind of like make bad decisions. So be aware of that. Be aware of how your body functions, how your mind functions, how the energy of your system functions. Oh, okay, it looks like we lost the broadcast on Facebook, so, oh no. Still trying to get this to work properly. But we still got YouTube, we still got Instagram, so sorry Facebook. I'll re-upload it for you later. Okay, with that said, again, the context of why we're here is because we want to be able to help create routine, create schedule, create a practice that allows us to step more into our capacity, more into our capabilities as multidimensional beings here in this 3-dimensional form who are leveling ourselves up within the game and who are serving others in the process, helping you activate the leader within yourself. For everyone tuned into this, like you are tuned into this because you are discovering yourself, because you are here to help shift consciousness. And you are here to bring what you have of value into this reality, be it through your art, be it through your voice, be it through the space that you hold. These are all incredibly valuable things. So if you guys are ready, I want to be able to invite you to just kind of like stand up. If you're not already standing up, and honestly, I know I don't always give like clear instructions on whether you should be like standing up or sitting down to begin with when doing these. Let me just adjust this on YouTube. So I want to be able to just like allow ourselves to just kind of start stretching, so reaching your hands up towards the sky if you haven't already yet. Oh, and just begin just moving your body. You can kind of do what I'm doing. You can also just do what you feel called to do. You can do a couple of these, just very gentle, rotating the hips, rotating the shoulders, connecting with your breath. Bring in the awareness of your breath. You just try increasing the light here on the Instagram. I want to be able to make sure you guys can see me a bit better. So again, just kind of like moving the body. This is something that, you know, again, if there was like a morning where I wasn't broadcasting for whatever reason, maybe I had to take care of something else, how would you start your morning, right? I want to be able to get you into the routine where it's great that we're hanging out together, but I don't want you to depend on me. I want all of us to become self-resilient. So, just start moving your body. Oh, get some bend in your knees. And I want you to kind of begin doing like a little bit of like Tai Chi, but almost just kind of more so dancing. So I just kind of want you to like kind of like lift your hands. And you've probably like seen like this video. It's like this really cute video of like this girl that's been like memeized across the Instagram, and it's just like it's this little girl, this little black girl, and she's just like dancing, and it's just like this is what you do when you like are in that good vibe space, and she's just like I want you to be that. I want you to like be that inner child right now that's just kind of like dancing to a song in your own head. And I just want you to feel, I want you to tap into this reality of understanding that right now, everything is fucking perfect. Everything is great. And that doesn't mean that things can't get better. It doesn't mean that there's not room for improvement. But I want you to feel that. I want you to really like drop into that space of just being so grateful for each and every breath. And just put a smile on your face. It's a new day. It's a new opportunity. It's another way to just be able to receive the gifts of the universe, to be able to grow, to be able to strengthen. And it's okay. Things don't have to be perfect. But again, it's how you choose to show up. It's how you choose to react. It's how you choose to respond. You are in a school. You are in a place where you're constantly learning, where you're constantly being tested. And you are a student. You are a student of these cosmos. So how? How are you responding to these tests? You don't go to school and expect not to be tested. So you came here to Earth expecting to be tested. And you're not going to get the same test every single day. You're going to get different tests. Because if you had the same test every day, you'd be like, oh, I already know the answers to this. Therefore, I'm not really learning. But when you don't know the answers, then you get the opportunity to realize that you do know the answers and they're inside of you. So again, just kind of like begin moving that body. Just shake it up a bit. And then we'll just connect with our breath for a little bit, and then we'll go right into the chakra meditation. So I just want you to just kind of like dance just for like 30 more seconds. And you, even if you want to kind of just like bring in like a bit of like martial arts flow into it, just like imagine yourself like fighting ninjas in this moment. And then again, you can kind of like begin to like implement all the other aspects of what we've been doing with like the other chakra practices, the other like mudra practices into your dance. And again, there's an intelligence within your body. It comes through practice. Like your body is already super intelligent. It is about the relationship of being able to listen to this intelligence. And you will find that you already have the flow of a Shaolin monk inside of you. And you can make sound effects too, honestly, make sound effects if it works for you. But the point in this is to not overthink, but to just allow yourself to flow. So you do not need to like wait for someone to tell you how to move. Your body is waiting for you to listen because it wants to move. So there you go. All right, let's just take a few breaths here. And then we'll move into sitting, and we'll practice our chakra meditation. I apologize on Instagram, it's so dark. Again, I had to switch my camera, so I hope you guys can still see me okay. That's okay. You can hear me okay, I hope, right? Okay, drop me some like 11-11s if you guys can hear me okay. In a second, don't worry about it right now though, because we'll sit down. Let's just focus on our breath. Standing up. Relax. Straighten up your spine. Deep, gentle inhales through the mouth or the nose. Try not to think about too much. Just allow yourself to be in the place of stillness. Fill your cup with this peace. Fill your cup with this serenity. A few more breaths here. Feeling the lungs filled with air, filled with energy. Feeling the interface between the inhale and the exhale. While you're in this space, just take a moment here, reminding yourself that you're more than this physical body. That you're a multidimensional being by nature. That your story began long before this moment and will continue long afterwards. That you are here for a great purpose. To be able to be of service. And that service begins by showing up within your own room, within your own temple, within your own body. By simply being in this space, this is you helping others. Take this time for yourself as an investment for yourself and as an act of compassion, as an act of altruism for others. Knowing that as we shift this consciousness within ourselves, we shift the consciousness within the collective. So when more and more of us do this individually, it ripples out all across the entire ocean. One more deep breath here. Deep inhale. Hold it. Slow exhale. Good. Relax your shoulders. Just kind of allow your body just kind of wiggle a bit. How are you feeling right now? Check in. How are you feeling right now? How is your body feeling? How is your mind feeling? How is your heart feeling? What is your emotional forecast right now? And it's okay, it doesn't need to be perfect. But again, it's gonna help. It's gonna help just by moving our body, just by connecting with our breath. Like oftentimes, and just bring yourself to a seated, we'll move into the chakra practice next. Oftentimes, you know, we get so caught up. We get so caught up in like how we're feeling that we forget that sometimes it's just as simple as moving our body to be able to bring ourselves into that space of like inspiration. I'm sure you've noticed that. Like again, like honestly, if there are times where you're just like, like, you know, I feel kind of slow, I feel kind of sluggish. Be aware that there's always a move to make. And working out is a great move to always make. If you notice yourself just being like, oh, you know, be like, yeah, I should probably work out, but I definitely don't want to work out. That's when you should probably work out because you're going to feel better afterwards, right? So again, it's releasing endorphins, it's releasing chemicals, it's doing yourself a favor. So again, working out doesn't have to be like 30 minutes on the treadmill. Working out can literally be standing up, doing some arm movement, doing some like tap into that Neo mode, tap into that Shaolin mode, do a little bit of movement, a little bit of massage, get back to work, and you'll feel better. And make a routine of that. Like you should not be sitting for more than 30 minutes a day. Honestly, create a habit where you're like working on something, work for 25 minutes, stand up, stretch, move, stretch your body, go back to work. Continue, repeat. That's like another life hack right there. So, okay. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in to this opportunity for us to be able to connect as a community. Again, you know, we create this space as a community. We create this space for the container of our own growth. So thank you so much for investing in yourself. Let's move into the chakra practice. Again, the chakra practice, for those of you who are familiar, you already know what I'm about to say. For those of you who are brand new, because there's always new people tuning in, because you guys keep sharing this. Thank you. So again, this is a Gnostic practice related to the chakra meditation, which basically correlates a mantra to each chakra. And the chakras themselves are spinning discs of energies, are also thought of as organs of perception that connect our physical body to our etheric body, to our mental body, to our astral body. The best way I explain it that makes sense for me is that the chakras are receiving information from beyond this present moment, meaning the chakras, in the same way our eyes see stuff that's in front of us and our ears hear stuff, our chakras hear or receive data from the future and from the past. This is why we get the gut feeling, this is why we get the compassion, this is why we get the inspiration, this is why we get like the security, all of that. So this is helping us tap into these aspects of ourselves, to level ourselves up as multidimensional beings, to tap into that foresight, to tap into that sight beyond sight. That is what you are capable of. Sight beyond sight. This is what we're unlocking within ourselves simply by being here. So that sounds pretty fun, right? That's a good deal. And again, like all you have to do is like practice. It's a practice. Like working out, these mantras spin the chakras. They exercise them, and it's not just the sound, it's the thought process that connects it. It's the visualization, and it's being in this space. It's the intention. So you guys are doing awesome. And again, please feel free to send me messages afterwards. I love hearing from everyone who's just like, dude, like, thank you so much for doing this. This is like making a big difference in my life. I want to know about that. And I want you to continue to like share this with others so that they can experience that themselves. So we're going to keep doing this. I don't know how long we're going to keep doing these broadcasts. I mean, again, I'm playing it by feel. Maybe, you know, maybe we'll literally just keep doing them, but maybe there will come a time where I'll stop. But even still, I want to get you in the routine where you're going to keep doing something for yourself, even if I'm not here. So let's develop a healthy relationship. You are not dependent on me. I am the teacher teaching the teacher within you to teach yourself. So we cool? Okay, cool. Awesome. Let's move into the practice. Starting with the brow chakra, the vowel for this is the sound I, pronounced as in ski. So that we're going to be doing the sound E. And when you do this, pay attention to any sensations on the third eye. Visualize like a little massage, like a little kind of like nano massage happening here in the third eye. Visualize like colors, energy. It can be kind of like a blue or a purple, and focusing on the virtue of serenity when we do this one. So very, very important. So Let's relax. Let's move into this practice. Thank you guys so much for being here. Close your eyes. Straighten up your spine. Smile in this moment. Give it, even if it's like a weird smile. Big exhale. All right, one breath on our own. Deep inhale through the mouth. Deep exhale. Deep inhale together, and on the exhale, the sound E. Big inhale. Exhale. E. Together again. Deep inhale. Exhale. Focus on serenity. Inhale. Exhale. Excuse me. Good, good. Wonderful. All right, moving into the throat chakra next. Thank you guys so much for the comments. I can't see the Instagram comments right now, but I'll read them afterwards. Throat chakra, moving into throat chakra. The vowel sound for this is a vowel sound E, pronounced as in way. The sound is A. Again, also known as the Canadian chakra. I didn't make up that joke, I swear. What? So the virtue here is justness, speaking our truth, words creating world. Very interesting side note right now. The vocal cords inside of our throat, if you've seen a picture of them anatomically from the inside, they look like this. And what does that look like? It looks like the yoni. It looks like the vagina. It looks like the inside of the vagina. And so basically, we realize that like that part of our body, like that vesica piscis, like that's where creation is literally being birthed out of. So like the yoni and the throat are very, very powerful parts of our body. So remember that every time we speak, we are birthing words into this existence. What words do you want to create? Nice. I just saw like 22222 on the clock just as I said that. So, okay. The vowel for this is the sound A. So A. So focusing on speaking our truth, stepping into the power of our words, using our words to create worlds, and speaking with right timing, justness, and knowing when to listen, tapping into the faculty of clairaudience, speaking and receiving as well. So doing this one, you'll really feel it in the throat. This one's like one of the most obvious ones. You'll feel the physical sensation. Deep inhale through the mouth, exhale on your own. Relax. Deep inhale through the mouth. Exhale together. Again, deep inhale. Together again, deep inhale. Beautiful, awesome. Moving into the heart chakra, and again, you know, the power of vibration of what we're creating here. I'm sure some of you have already like heard about, you know, like self-transforming machine elves and like DMT entities and things like that. There's a lot of stories about the idea of like them using sound resonance to manifest, like that's their language and stuff like that. So again, realize what it is that we're doing here. Like, well, this is like us kind of like tapping into a higher dimension of ourselves that knows that these sounds are incredibly powerful, that these sounds literally like create. So what are you creating for yourself in this moment? When you create this sound, add an intention to it, and that intention carries itself on the sound wave. So for the next one, focusing on the heart, bring ourselves into the intention of compassion, bring ourselves into the intention of service, bring ourselves into the virtue of inspiration. The vowel for this is the sound O, pronounced as in snow. The sound is Oh. So again, you'll really feel this one. Hands on your heart if you want to. When you're ready, close your eyes, connecting with your breath. Just bring your compassion into your own self here, knowing that as you take care of yourself, you allow yourself to take care of others, knowing that taking care of yourself is the reason why you are here, so that you can be able to take care of others. So starting it within the temple of your own heart. Deep inhale, exhale on your own. Relax your face, straighten your spine. Deep inhale together. And O. Together again. Inhale. Once more, inhale. Good, good. Awesome. Moving into the next chakra. Again, you know, like with this practice, use this from a mindfulness practice to be able to observe like where your thoughts are when you're making your mantras. Because ideally, you want to be able to keep your focus on one place at one time. That's like a practice of mindfulness. So, you know, if we're just focusing on the breath, keep your focus on the breath. But when you do this, for example, I'm saying this because I just noticed it, doing the heart chakra, on the second one, I was thinking about something else. Like I saw my mind wander. And then on the third one, I brought it back. So observe that, observe that. Your objective, like a hockey drill, like a practice, like weight training, is to observe as data when your mind wanders, but then gently bring it back. You know, it's kind of like this idea, like you're trying to like help like a kitten walk a straight line. This is an adorable visual if you want to use it. You're helping a kitten walk a straight line, but this kitten is going to be a kitten, and then it's going to like slowly go this way, and it's going to be slowly go that way. And your job is to just kind of be like gently, just kind of like keep the kitten moving in a straight line. You're just kind of like setting the container for it. So your kitten is your mind, and you are your higher self in this case. You're the observer of your mind, right? So moving into the next one, I'm going to be focusing on the solar chakra. The vowel for this is the sound U, pronounced as in blue. A reminder that there is a 2-hour lecture about the chakras done by the Gnostic Association that I have recorded and up on YouTube. Send me a DM if you want me to send you that directly. It is on my YouTube channel as well, at Skull Babylon. It's a 2-hour lecture. I highly recommend you watch it if you're going to continue showing up here so that you can understand more as to why we're doing this. So the vowel for this is the sound U, pronounced as in blue. The sound is U. The virtue for this is inspiration and also temperance. Or sorry, the faculty is like telepathy. It's also intuition. Again, it's that gut feeling. Imagine the power of being able to trust our guts. How great would that be if you're just like, oh yeah, okay, like maybe I won't get that job because I don't have like, you know, there's something going off there, right? Or maybe it's like, oh, maybe I want to go this way because I feel something, and that's a combination of the heart and the intuition where it's like, yes, that's where I want to be type thing. So being able to trust our gut has intelligence, our gut is being able to receive information from the future. How powerful is that? It's crazy, right? So hands on our solar chakra. Let's bring our hearts into this as well. And the virtue, again, for this is temperance. Temperance is willpower, being able to take only what you need. Being able to not just cut cold turkey, but being able to, you know, reward yourself in a healthy way. That's a very, very important thing. And being able to, you know, release shame from your lack of willpower sometimes. And in doing so, it allows you to bring in more willpower. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Reflect on that. Make sure you know what that is, or keep asking, and then that truth will be echoed through your solar plexus as well. So, putting your hands on your solar plexus, close your eyes, straighten your spine, inhale, exhale on your own. We got a few more, and then we're done after this. So if you want to keep, well, I just want to say one more thing. If you need something to focus on, focus just on the sensation. Focus on the vibration that you feel in your body. If you want to keep your focus just on one thing opposed to an idea, focus on the vibration. Just focus on that. as you're doing this. That you'll find that will probably be a lot easier for you. So we'll try that. Keep your focus on one place at one time. That's part of the practice. Gentle inhale together, and then the sound U. Inhale deep. Together again. Inhale. One more. Focus. Beautiful. Awesome. Wonderful. All right, we got a couple more. Pulmonary chakras. Pulmonary chakras, again, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, you've probably never even heard of these. Pulmonary chakras are the chakras in your shoulder blades related to the idea of ultra memory. They connect with past lives, ancestors, and future lives as well. Give these a little bit of massage. You may be feeling incredibly tender there if you've never massaged yourself there very frequently. Open up your shoulders a little bit. Yeah, and no worries, the live is up for 24 hours, and again, for those of you looking for a recording of any of the lives, go to my link in my bio, scroll down, and it says Waking Up with Wolf Meditations. Click that, it goes to the YouTube playlist, and you can find all of the recordings there. So if you ever miss one, maybe even like a day out, know that you can do that. Or even if you're like on a Saturday or Sunday, just go watch one of the old ones. Like, they're all unique. So massage that just for a little bit, and thank you again, everyone, for tuning in and being here. I appreciate it. So the vowel for this is the sound A, pronounced as in saw, so the sound is ah. And again, in this one, focus on the gratitude that we have for our ancestors, for our own past lives, for our bigger soul, for our bigger spirit, for the great spirit, in that sense. Excuse me. Like, you feel like stuff like moving through my body and everything like that. All right, hands gently on your lap if you want to keep them there. Relax your face. Inhale, exhale on your own. Bring awareness to the sensation. Focus on one place at one time. Inhale together. Deep inhale. Inhale again. Focus. Inhale. Good. Take an extra breath here. Just take a moment here. Just think about your loved ones. Maybe from like ancestors, grandparents, any of that. Just take a moment here and just hold space in your heart for that gratitude. They are here. You are here because of them. And in many ways, you are them. Feel that? Beautiful. Moving into the sacral chakra, everybody's favorite chakra. Sacral chakra is the chakra that focuses a lot with the sexual energies. This is the feeling of also the virtue of chastity. So again, this is not about just saying, hey, don't have sex, don't indulge yourself with sexual relationships. It just means develop a healthy relationship. So again, you know, look into the tantric arts and everything like this. You can still have sex, but you can also practice not spilling your cup at the same time, or you can do it maybe like once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks, once every new moon, once every full moon. Turn it into a ceremony, turn it into a ritual. Bring in that sacred sexuality, incredibly important. And again, you know, this is stuff that they never taught us in school. We had to learn this on ourselves, but now we are in a space where a lot of us are educated in this, so there's no excuses, so that we can practice this and we can receive the benefits of it. The sexual energy is something that cultivates deep here. It is literally the energy of creation. Don't even just think of it as sexual energy. Literally realize that it is the raw energy of creation. Like, how powerful is that? Like, the same energy that we have like in our genitals, in our sacral, like that's like the same energy of like the Big Bang that creates life. Like when you have an orgasm, it's basically like a Big Bang inside of you, if you think about it that way, or some sort of exploding star in that sense. Very cool, right? So, placing our hands just gently wherever you're comfortable. If they're near your sacral, that's totally fine. The vowel for this is the sound M, pronounced as in mm. And again, practice here, just kind of either just focusing on the sound, but again, also just bringing in the intention to develop healthy relationship with your sexual energy. So again, in terms of that, like you may notice next time if you like feel yourself where you're just like, maybe it's a habit for you where it's just like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna masturbate and it's not a big deal because no one's judging me and I'm in my own room and it's not a big deal. But at the same time, be very aware of how that affects your energy the next day or even for the rest of that day. And you can invite yourself into that altruistic place where you can be like, oh, instead of me just having that, like, maybe I'm not doing it for the best reasons. Maybe I'm just doing it because it feels good. So instead of just being like, oh, okay, that felt good, instead you're just like, I'm going to choose to reserve myself, knowing that I can use that energy for a more altruistic purpose so that I can accomplish my tasks throughout the day. So I can put it into my willpower, my inspiration, and everything like that. So it's a very, very important thing. Your sexual energy goes far beyond just you in that sense. So straighten up your spine. Again, the vowel for this is M. The sound is as if you're just like eating something delicious. And from here, closing your eyes. Deep inhale, exhale on your own. Relax your face, straighten up your spine. Deep inhale together. Focus, focus, intention, inhale. Together again. Good. Feeling those vibrations through your body. I was feeling that one in my face. So, again, for this practice, I'll give you another visualization. For those of you who are familiar with anime, think of Super Saiyans, right? Like with Super Saiyans, imagine that like the energy of like that golden hair begins in the root, begins in the sacral. So like as that energy cultivates and rises, it literally helps you become Super Saiyan. So if that doesn't sell you on the idea, then I don't know what does. Again, you know, how simple is that? It's just be like, hey, do you want to become Super Saiyan? Yeah, okay. Okay, all you have to do is not spill your cup for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, however long, a year. There are people who do it way longer. And again, it also adds into your dream practices. If you want to astral project, if you want to begin getting better at lucid dreaming, cultivating your sexual energy is incredibly important. That fluid runs throughout your spine, throughout your entire chakra, throughout your nervous system, into your brain, and it literally changes like the entire makeup of your body. Vitality. If you've seen the movie The Dark Crystal, you know in The Dark Crystal where there's like that beam that like sucks the life out of those like little like elf creature type things? Like that's them like getting the vitality sucked out of them. That's what happens to you if you keep spilling your cup. But if you cultivate it, again, you're like bringing in the prana. It's this very slow process. It cultivates here, but then it's such a potent energy that just fills your body. So if you want it like that, like fleshy, like kind of like bright looking energy to you, cultivating your energy is that. And you'll feel it. You'll feel like you're just like on fire throughout your day and everything like that. So again, we'll practice it together. We'll practice it together as a team. Moving into the final chakra for today, the root chakra. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. If you're on YouTube, if you're watching this on the future, please feel free to just smash that like button. Again, for everyone on Instagram, share it with your friends afterwards. I'll do the wrap up in a second. Focusing on the root chakra, the vowel for this is the sound S, pronounced as in S. This is the rising of the serpent, the sizzling of the fire that moves throughout our entire body, that beats the drum of our heart. And the virtue for here is patience, and the faculty is connecting with what is known as lords of the earth. And this is, again, connecting with like the earth energy, the Gaian energy, the Mother Earth spirit. So in the same way we've done this, we move through all our energies and we bridge, you know, heaven and earth. Like we are the bridge between heaven and earth. No big deal, right? Like you already knew that, so pretty epic if you ask me. All right, moving into this. Thank you again, everyone. Closing your eyes, focusing here on the virtue of patience. So you have been practicing patience by being here, knowing that this is you showing up for yourself, knowing that this is going to make a difference throughout the rest of your day. And maybe you're watching this not in the morning, maybe you're in another part of the world. I know there are people like in Germany who tune into this and they watch it in the evening. So allow yourself to receive the gifts of this practice, receive the gifts of this patience, holding space and gratitude for yourself. Such a beautiful practice. You're doing great. I love you. So gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Inhale together, and the sound is S. Deep inhale. Together again, deep inhale. Conclude with focus. Deep inhale. Take a couple more breaths here in silence. Use these next few breaths to observe how your body feels on a subtle energy level. Do you feel more open? Do you feel more energized? Do you feel more awake? Breathe. Visualize, imagine all your chakras are just gently spinning right now. They are the clockwork of your body. Just take another breath here. And gently just reach your arms up, give yourself a hug. Just hold yourself gently here. And then on the next inhale, I want you to squeeze a little tighter. Inhale. Exhale, release. One more of those. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You love yourself. Tell yourself you love yourself. You're so proud of yourself. And gentle exhale. When you're ready, gently relax your arms or just keep hugging yourself throughout the rest of your day. That's cool too. Cool. Awesome. Well, there we go. Another practice completed, another practice concluded. Thank you again, everyone, so much for being here. Please feel free to just drop some hearts down in the comments. Again, share this with your friends. Invite people to be a part of this experience. Like, that is the power of what we were doing here, is that with this media, we can literally share this with people as a gift. And don't just share it with them, like send them a message, just be like, hey, I've been practicing this. I would highly recommend you practice it too. Right? So we'll be here again tomorrow, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, recorded for those of you watching in the future. If you do watch this at any point, please feel free to send me a DM, even if it's just a simple emoticon. Knowing who watches this is incredibly valuable for me. I'll be sure to follow your profile. I love just being able to receive feedback. It helps me grow. Again, we're both growing. This is me growing like by showing up on camera. But by just being here, this helps me become a better leader. It helps me become a better facilitator. It helps us continue to grow. It helps us become accountable. So thank you for holding space for me. I love holding space for you. I really, really appreciate it. So again, if you want to check out more, be sure to just YouTube or just go on your browser, paradigmshiftcentral.com. You'll see more stuff there. We are continuing to grow. We're just like taking care of some back end stuff, but we got a lot more stuff coming your way. We're going to be focusing a lot on like featuring conscious media creators within the community. So if you're a conscious media creator, please feel free to connect with me. And of course, a huge shout out to those of you who are supporting with donations of any form. Honestly, for everyone here, let me just be clear. Your support in any form is equally appreciated. Whether you donate like $1,000 or whether you're watching this and you're sharing it with a friend, it is equally appreciated. Because your energy that you're capable of giving in that moment is priceless. And that is what is appreciated. So thank you so much. So just a reminder that if you are in a position where you're able to just be like, hey, Brendan, you know, like here's like a few dollars each month, then be sure to check out the link in my bio or just send me a DM. Let me know that you want to donate. And again, when you donate, you also get a 25% off discount key for items at questitemshop.com, which are items that we hand make, including the exclusive Light Guardian crystals, the shift buttons, which have the Paradigm Shift Central website on them. Again, these are tools to be able to share with people. They're not just fun to wear. Like, these are literally superhero tools. So if you want that superhero ability to be like out on the street and spark synchronicity and change someone's life, that's what the buttons are for. I've been using them for like, you know, almost a decade now, and they've already been changing lives, and I know a lot of people have fun with them too. So Again, just huge shout out, huge thank you to everyone who's doing this. Again, just think of us doing this as like a pay what you wish, pay what you can class that you enter into. So your presence here is always just like appreciated in any form. So with that said, yeah, how do you feel right now? Let's just finish it off with a little bit of eye gazing. Check in with your body. You're capable of doing amazing things. You're going to have an awesome day today. I've said this before. Have a great day today, regardless of what happens. We're still in Mercury retrograde. Be aware of that. Things may be kind of testing you. Things may be challenging you. But those things are inviting you to readjust, to pay attention, to put love where you need to recalibrate. It's all part of it. So do not resist the gifts of Mercury retrograde in Pisces, water sign. Bring it in, use it to bring in awareness to where you are, where your heart is right now. So let's just finish off with a little bit of eye gazing. I'm just kind of between YouTube and Instagram right here, looking at 2 cameras at once. So, all right, and we'll just finish off with some flowetry. So, as you feel the rhythm and the beat of your heart, you remember yourself, that you know where to start. Because it is in the breath of your being that you can see all that needs seeing. Beyond your eyes, the sight beyond sight allows you to see what was once in disguise. For the future is already encoded into your DNA. And you know that you have already found your way. For the path exists. You simply have to step on with courage. And know that it is through the heart that you will find what it is you need to do this time. So keep flying high. Keep your eye on the sky. Keep your heart nice and open. Keep your arms spread far and wide. Awesome. All right. Go work on whatever you need to work on today. Create your art. Take care of any tasks. Be there for your loved ones. Go do some free hugs. Spark conversation. Be a shifter. Be a light guardian. That's why we're doing this. Context-wise, this is help building a global team of shifters. You are a shifter, someone who is intentionally helping assist with the shift in consciousness, and you're doing this by working on yourself. So thank you for working on yourself. So there you go. All right. Let's finish it off with a little wolf howl. The wolf howl is like a mantra practice in itself, right? Thank you again, everyone, so much for being here. This has been Wolf, aka Mystic Spider-Man, Skull Babylon, Wolf Shield. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'm excited to know and see what this story is that we're creating together. So, always a pleasure, always an honor. With the depths of my heart, I send you off on your way to have an amazing day. So, peace, love, wholeness. Until next time, I will see you in the future. Share this with your friends, drop these comments, share it in your stories, tag me. You guys know what